What is the plot of the Magdalene Sisters? Have you ever wondered about the stories behind the women who faced unimaginable challenges in Ireland? The Magdalene Sisters is a powerful film that takes us back to 1964, focusing on the lives of four young women. Their names are Margaret, Bernadette, Rose, and Crispina. These women are sent to Magdalene asylums, which were institutions run by nuns for women labeled as fallen. These women were often seen as sinners by society. Some were unmarried mothers, while others were victims of sexual abuse or simply considered too flirtatious. The film paints a vivid picture of their harsh daily lives within these asylums. The women endure cruel treatment, forced labor in laundries, and both physical and emotional abuse, particularly from the Mother Superior, Sister Bridget. Margaret is a teenager who has suffered a terrible crime at the hands of her cousin. Bernadette faces punishment for being deemed too beautiful and flirtatious. Rose is an unmarried mother, and Crispina, who has an intellectual disability, also suffers abuse. The film does not shy away from showing the grim conditions these women faced. They are subjected to humiliating rituals, like standing naked for inspection and degrading contests among the nuns. Despite the suffering, the women find ways to resist and attempt to escape. Bernadette and Rose manage to flee with help from a relative, while Margaret is eventually released through her brother's intervention. Unfortunately, Crispina's story ends tragically as she is institutionalized and dies young. The film also highlights the economic aspect of the Magdalene Laundries. The women's forced labor generated income for the church, but much of that money was misused by the nuns. As modern washing machines arrived, these laundries became obsolete, leading to the closure of such institutions by the late 20th century. Understanding the plot of the Magdalene Sisters gives us insight into a painful chapter of Irish social history. It reflects the strict moral codes and institutional abuses that affected many women. If you plan to travel in Ireland, you can explore sites and museums that commemorate the Magdalene women. Their stories are part of the broader narrative of Ireland's cultural and historical context. This adds depth to your appreciation of Ireland's complex past, beyond its scenic beauty and rich traditions.